South Carolina's trial of the century has begun. The prominent attorney Alex Murdaugh is charged with murdering his wife and son, along with nearly 100 financial crimes: murder, money laundering, drug trafficking, computer crimes, tax evasion, defrauding insurance companies, breach of trust with fraudulent intent, forgery, obtaining signature of property by false pretenses following a false police report. If you're not familiar, the murder mystery surrounding his family includes a number of accusations there. Avery Wilks is an investigative reporter for the Post and Courier in Charleston, South Carolina, about an hour away from where the trial is unfolding. You've covered the case for more than a year. Avery, how did a small-town murder case become this national obsession?
I think it really does have, and it brings in a lot of elements, in terms of true crime, a shocking murder mystery, a fall from grace from, someone who held great prominence and great power in this neck of the woods. And also it showed us some of the limits in our criminal justice system here in this rural part of South Carolina. And I think people are attracted to that. They're interested in this good old boy system of justice, and they're interested in seeing how justice is going to be administered to someone who grew up in power and wealth and privilege.
And the idea of this good old boy system, right, is that somehow Murdaugh and his family have been involved in the criminal justice system and sort of run this county for decades, for generations. Does it sort of speak to a failure, though, if he's done all of these crimes that he's alleged to have committed, that he's gotten away with it for so long?
It's certainly bizarre that you have an attorney who was potentially stealing and is accused of now of stealing nearly $9 million from legal settlements owed to his clients, from legal settlements owed to the sons of his housekeeper, and also in legal fees from his very high-powered law firm and from his law partners. And the fact that he got away with it for this long really does raise questions about oversight of lawyers, about the role of judges here in the 14th Circuit. And so it's caused a lot of soul searching. It's caused a lot of investigations, both criminal, obviously, within some civil trials too, but also some investigations of judges and of lawyers by the state Supreme Court. So, like you said, the fact that someone was able to do this for what looks to be a decade has certainly, caused a lot of concern here in South Carolina.
Yeah, the Murdaugh Circuit Solicitor, which is like the prosecutor down there, Randolph Sr., 1920 to 1940, Buster, 1940 to 1986, was there for 46 years. Randy was there for another 20 years after that. So this family, was the family. They were the law in this county, which made it so hard to try and find a jury, and also was going to make it hard to get through this case. You said it took 12 minutes to read the names of all the potential witnesses in this case, and still, they don't have a murder weapon. This doesn't seem to be an open and shut case, is it?
Certainly, from what we can tell right now, it doesn't seem to be open and shut. There seems to be room for the defense attorneys to create a reasonable doubt. And remember, they don't have to, persuade all 12 jurors to acquit. They just have to create enough doubt in one juror to cause a mistrial, and then that makes the state come back and decide whether to try this case again. But we've seen a lot of questions raised by Murdaugh's defense team about potential evidence in this case, questions about blood spatter stains that were reportedly found on the white T-shirt that Murdaugh was wearing on the night of the murders, questions about whether investigators actually did find the murder weapon. Apparently, we just learned today there was a report created by a man named Paul Greer, who's a potential witness in the case, that potentially identifies one of the weapons seized from the Murdaugh home at the Moselle property as the weapon that killed Maggie Murdaugh. So, and Murdaugh's attorneys have filed a motion to exclude that, and saying that the the forensic analysis that was used to make that determination is scientifically not reliable or valid. So,
Avery, we got to run.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, no, we got to run. Keep up the great reporting. We're going to have you back through the trial. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you in a second. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.